That's the same thing. That's like when they give the pedophiles like little, like underage fuck dolls to try to keep them from doing it for real. So you just murder kids with a bow and arrow.
Do they really do that?
Yeah,
they don't give it to them. No.
Well, they're available in Asia, I think.
You can buy child fuck
countries.
robots. I've heard.
You can buy child fuck robots, and not in this country. I found out.
It's a weird moral thing, though, right? Like, would you rather have them fuck a little robot in their closet somewhere?
Yeah, because your first instinct is always like, oh, that's horrible. But then you're like, it's kind of like giving someone with anger issues a punching bag. Like, maybe it's not the worst thing.
It's like they've got that thing, whatever it is. Like, how do you get it out?
Yeah, on that little sweet, sweet, beautiful punching bag.
It's so fucked up, man. As long as it's featureless.
Yeah, child fuck robots don't punch back.
You want to like meet in the middle. You're like, okay, it's legal, but you can't name it. This is going too far.
Well, do you think that you could fuck a real doll? I mean, you definitely could if you had to, but would that be something you'd be interested in?
I think I couldn't stop laughing at how ridiculous this situation was. I'd rather just jerk off and think about things.
I fucked we had as a sponsor
Fleshlight. I've had a Fleshlight forever.
The Fleshlight is very utilitarian. You're not confusing yourself.
Nobody's ever said that word before.
Oh, baby,
describing.
She's the girl of my dreams.
But I've never even used it. I've had it forever. I've never even thought about it. I couldn't guess why I would want to use it. It seems weird.
It's weird. It feels good though.
Does
it? Feels
it?
way better than jerking off. Yeah.
Does it really?
It engulfs your whole dick.
Yeah, and you put it in warm water, and you get it like to a temperature of a body. And you're like, woo!
It gets too weird with it.
This is real. Somehow or another, there's like a portal. Like this tube is a portal to another woman in another dimension, but all you can get out is her vagina.
Just hold
it. It feels real.
The name of this dimension is called Awesome.
Do you jerk off with a Fleshlight, or do you hold it and fuck it?
No, you jerk off.
No, you jerk off with it.
Jay, you jerked me off with a Fleshlight.
Yeah, but that was for show.
Guys.
That was on camera, behind the curtain.
We screened this interview.
we did this on the podcast. I swear to God, he jerked me off with a Fleshlight.
We gave this to your producer.
Good? No, I couldn't get hard. There was a female comic.
Whoa. What's that about?
Is that a fuck
real
spot?
doll? That's a real doll?
That's a real doll.
They're getting pretty good. Man.
Ew, a redhead, though.
There's a documentary on Netflix about people fucking... Sex robots really have come far because there are people who fall in love with these sex robots, and it looks like the fucking taxi driver, Johnny on the Spot from Total Recall. It's like this crazy, like, animatronic Chuck E. Cheese bass player.
Well, it's going to get to a point where it can totally mimic you. I mean, it's going to get to a point where it really is like Blade Runner. Is that what they are now? Yeah. That's the dude
look
ones?
at the dude one.
I thought about buying a dude one to do jujitsu with. I was going to order one with very clearly no dick and a sealed butthole. I was like, the proportions are perfect because I have a doll. It's this Bubba dummy that you practice submissions on, but it's super stiff. It's like this, but you basically can drill the moves, but it's not the same as drilling it on an anatomically correct body. If you had an anatomically correct body to practice jujitsu on, you'd get some fucking tight moves.
I can't wait. Can't wait till the day when you're announcing for robot fights in the UFC.
No, I have zero interest. There's nothing at stake if they live or die. It doesn't matter. The whole thing about fighting is that there's some horrible, gigantic thing at stake.
You could fuck one, though.
Yeah, you could fuck one.
I'm not going to watch them fight. Would you watch two robots fuck?
I would if there was like some sort of a program that they were running. I'd want to see like what the program was.
How they could do it. Yeah, it wouldn't be like Jack material.
Yeah,
it would completely be fascination.
Yeah, they would probably like, talk to each other in numbers, and they would both be dudes. They would both be
There was one that they just made a fuck doll, right? And this just happened. There's videos of it. The robots started speaking like a weird code to each other. These were like fucking like straight up fuck dolls.
Skynet, dude.
And they would turn them on, and then they started speaking in what seemed like a code, and people were like freaking out about this.
Oh, I know what you're talking about. Yeah, they had these computers. They were linked together, and they started communicating to each other in a language that the coders didn't understand. And they shut it off. They're like, "What?"
Just simply to unplug it.
Yeah,
Nope.
But I heard that my version of it that I just said might be the most spectacular version sounding, but might not be accurate. And that what they might have gotten is like they might have got stuck in like a feedback loop and just been making gibberish.
Right.
I heard that too. So I don't know.
No one's confirmed.
I'm way too fucking stupid to know who's right.
Let's just hope it's that second one and not the first one.
Yeah,
The first one's
fun story.
The first one sounds like an opening scene in a Terminator movie.
Yeah, that's what I mean. But at the same time, the solution being like, don't plug that in again, man. Yo, man. I know you're gonna want to. I know she's hanging right there.
Like, what the fuck are we gonna do? Like, I had a podcast with Sam Harris about it, and he is terrified of AI, and he's far smarter than me.
Yeah,
so whenever I talk to him about shit, I go, "Oh, okay."
And he's terrified.
Terrified.
That's what freaks me out, is when people way smarter than me are terrified about it. Like, what's his name, who just
Elon
passed
Musk.
away? Elon Musk is terrified. Stephen Hawkins
Stephen
is terrified.
Hawkins,
Like,
yeah,
all these guys are like,
terrified.
no, this is going bad. And then you're like, shit.
Sometimes they're too close to it. I feel like some people also get
Maybe.
too, bogged down to the details. When you live your life very ignorantly like I do, I have no fear of AI technology, guys. I'll be honest with you.
Did this self-driving Tesla already kill somebody? Or,
yes.
or
Just
self-driving
the lady-
taxi or
well,
whatever?
she did something very reckless. She walked right into traffic. And she might have been a homeless lady. She might have been on drugs. They're not exactly sure. I don't think the results of the autopsy are out yet. But you watch the video. She basically just walks right in front of the car. Like, the car's going down the road.
So a
and then
person
she
driving
steps
wouldn't have
off.
made much difference.
Maybe. I don't know, man. I mean, it's hard to tell whether or not you'd be able to react.
Well, I guess the technology is, does it have, the technology of stopping quick enough to not hit somebody. They want to make it safer, right? That's the idea.
Yeah.
But I think it is, right? I think there's more human error when you're dealing with people drinking, smoking weed, paying attention to their cell phones. I almost would rather just trust, even if there's a few deaths per year, there's way more deaths per year with, people being
Lewis
idiots.
just laid out the logic for why the robots are going
Was
to
the
take
lady
over.
black?